do have a lot to cover. There's a couple of little pieces of information that I want to cover first. And we'll go ahead and get started with the ABN feature. Okay, so the first thing is this ABN feature is only available to the Apacheta customers with Braintree integration.
We have it.
So the ABN feature, as you all know, is housed within the Braintree sales order items tab for each line item. And that is where we're pulling the information from into our system. Okay. Secondly, there is no additional monthly cost associated with this feature. If you would like this enabled, please email support@apacheta.com. Once you submit your request, the ABN feature will be enabled in your client configuration for your database. And currently, it is only for Android users. The iOS release will be made shortly. So currently, just keep in mind, it is only for Android. If you are an iOS user, you can ask to have the integration turned on, and we will hold that request until the release for iOS is made. Okay. Two small pieces of information from a Braintree standpoint. Braintree is going to be making some sort of minor release regarding the ABN around the 20th of the month. And this has to do with the ABN copay amounts. And when you're using Braintree as an ABN upgrade. You have, for the copay amount to show up inside of the ABN workflow on our mobile devices, make sure you preview your sales order, meaning your delivery tickets, and your ABN first before hitting send POD. So when you're checking off either the ABN or the ABN upgrade, make sure you hit preview before you hit send POD. It's something we found when we were using no release. We sent it over to Braintree. They're being gracious enough to make that update very quickly. So look for that around the 20th. With the ABN upgrade, if you don't hit that print preview, this item name will be removed and also the reason, and it won't transfer over to the ABN. So just, that's in around a week, they should be making that update, and everything should be working perfectly at that point. Okay. One other thing I would like to mention. Medicare ABN per CMS requirements are typically to be discussed prior to making a delivery. So when we built the ABN, that is how we thought about the workflow. Patient is calling in, you're completing your Braintree sales order. Based on the requirements of the equipment, you have thought that you think that a Medicare ABN is needed. So it should be discussed during intake, and the ABN itself on the mobile device is to be presented for recording of the option selection, so option 1, 2, or 3, and a signature capture. So keep that in mind as we're going through the system. Okay. I've already built myself a trip with orders from Braintree that need the ABN signed. Okay, so hopefully everybody can see my mobile device. And I have different scenarios that I'm going to run through so you can see how this works. And then we will open it up to questions. Okay, so my first order on my mobile device, this is going to be a very simple sales order with a regular ABN where the provider is accepting assignment, and I believe it's only for one item. So I've done my pre-trip and I've done my load screen, and I'm going to service my first order. So I'm servicing my stock. And I apologize because my screen is going to lag here a bit. I'm using SODI to mirror my device. My delivery notes pop up on the screen. And I'm going to start drive and arrive to get to my service stop screen. So this delivery is for an oxygen concentrator. So when an ABN is needed, and you have indicated that in your Braintree sales order, by marking either the ABN or the ABN upgrade box, you are now going to see this ABN indicator next to each line item. So if you have multiple items, whichever line item is indicated and ABN is needed, you're going to see that against each line item. The ABN is going to be completed, or you will not be able to service the client.
Hear that?
Okay, so for this particular line item, it's an oxygen concentrator. With the Android, of course, you have your submenus, and you're going to hit ABN. A new screen is then going to appear. And this screen is going to appear, we call this the ABN work list. So I'll just give it a second to change. And for however many line items you have, it will list all of your items that require an ABN. And we will generate an ABN for each individual line item.
Hear that?
And they will have to select an option for each line item. So it's just not one option for every single item that needs an ABN on the delivery. You have to go through and mark each one. Okay? So you can see in the work list, it's telling you which line item it is. You have your sales order and you have your patient name. You have your reason why Medicare can't pay, or may not pay, I should say. This is coming from an ABN reason box within your Braintree sales order, as well as your estimated cost. Okay? So at this point, you would present an invitation and you're going to make a choice. So you have option 1, option 2, option 3, and then there's an exception. So if the patient is maybe refusing to pick an option, there is an exception box. So for this particular order, I'm going to pick option 1. And once an option is picked for this line item, a check mark will appear next to the line item in green, and then you can hit save.
You guys see that?
This is going to take you back so you can continue with the rest of your sales order. So I'll just wait for the screen to change in SODI. And I'm going to go through and collect my serial number. And I'm going to go through and complete my required form based on my sales order classification. through this part, so you can see the remainder of the ABN. Nothing with the form or any other workflow inside of Transport Ape has changed. Take me one more second to get through my forms, and then I'll move on to the customer tab. So the customer still only needs to sign once. There's no additional signature needed for the ABN. Just letting my screen catch up before I move on to my customer tab. You're going to notice on the customer tab now, there is a new box where the patient has to accept the ABN.
See that?
So you can go ahead and go through your view consent, showing them the message on your delivery ticket.
So it's an added box on the delivery.
You can go through.
You can't finish it unless you do that if it's got an ABN attached.
And show them what was delivered and the copay.
Isn't that nice? Doesn't matter if they could copays.
And then you can show them the accept ABN button. And this is going to show them what the ABN looks like, so they can make sure that they have picked the proper option that they are comfortable with. And you'll notice at the bottom, if they want to change the option, they can hit cancel. If they accept the ABN, they're going to hit done. A little box is going to appear. And they have to accept it. So it says, I attest that the information appearing in the Medicare Advance Beneficiary Notice is accurate and complete. So you hit accept. It's going to take you back to the signature box. And this will still allow you to capture your patient signature and, of course, the date. You will pick your patient relationship. And you can still select your email address. And that ABN, along with all of your delivery documents, plus your delivery receipt, will all get emailed.
So they will get a copy of the ABN emailed to them.
Go on to my text signature. And hit service. It's going to ask me, of course, if all my forms are complete. And I'm going to hit yes.
But the ABN is only on the box, right?
If you have the get paid into me
Correct.
Makes it easier for
If you get
mobile
stuck,
payment
then you end up
application enabled with the Apacheta integration, it will launch the
see
payment
this box.
screen.
See that box right there?
I hit cancel.
That's integration with Get Paid
And then
HME.
I'm going to go on to my next stop.
So that
So
little
before
box
I go
allow
forward
you to
and
tap
show
it,
you
going in, takes you into that application,
a
and you
few
tap the
other
button right there.
scenarios,
It populates all this information.
we'll hop into Transport Manager to see if my forms are in there.
well, that's different from the Android, right?
Might take a minute for them to come in.
That's different from the Android app, right?
Oh, there you're already.
That is the Android.
So I will show you what the Medicare ABN looks like.
Mine doesn't show the map and everything like that.
Okay, so it is going to appear as a PDF file, and it is the compliant Medicare ABN.
So you guys are not going to have to worry about filling in any information. If it comes, ABN comes out of Brightree, it's going to have all the stuff pre-populated. All you have to do is get them select the box and then the one signature.
All right. my next order I have on my list is also just a normal ABN. But this is when the provider does not accept assignment on an order.
That's when I use the iPad up front.
Okay, so I'm going to go through and do my start drive and arrive. Let my screen catch up. Okay, so I'm going to complete my ABN. So I chose my ABN option. And you'll notice now that because I am not accepting assignment, next to option 1, this line is now crossed out. So this is based on Medicare's requirements. Okay? I also want to show you what happens if I choose option 3. So I'm going to pick option 3 on this order. A little box is going to appear that says the selection of this option will reduce the item quantity to 0 and result in the item not being delivered.
You hear that?
So
That's
option
important.
3, of course, with Medicare means that they do not want the item listed.
Yep.
So if this option is chosen, you will still have to go through and complete the sales order because you want to get the ABN signed. So I'm going to hit yes. And you'll notice in a second here that my quantity for my item is changed to 0. And the item box is now checked off.
That's important.
Okay. If you have Forms Manager enabled, you're still going to have to go through your form. Don't complete them though, just to test that they are done. This way you can get to the customer screen and they can accept the ABN and get that signature and also get the signed delivery ticket stating that you're not completing anything. When option 3 is chosen, please keep in mind that your Braintree sales order is going to update with an actual date of delivery, even though a delivery wasn't made. This is very, very important to watch for because you're going to have a quantity change, so make sure you're watching your POD work list and watching for those quantity changes to automatically happen to 0 if option 3 is chosen.
That doesn't apply to you guys.
Okay. If you go to the accept the ABN and the patient then wants to maybe change their mind, that, okay, I now want to get this item. You can still transfer out of it. You hit cancel. You can go back to items and change the ABN. So it's going to be cancel, item, take your sub menu, access that ABN, and they can pick a different option. Okay, so they can go back and maybe pick option 1. A box is going to appear that states selecting this option will restore the original item quantity.
Just so you guys are clear, if they select option 3, you're not to deliver the item. It makes the item quantity on the sales order go to 0. And if they get wishy-washy and say, well, I want it, this is the option to allow you to go back and fix it. Okay, because you have those people, well, they can't decide. So, yes.
If they want to, they don't want to pay for it. Do they have to send an ROL?
Release of liability.
They're refusing.
If they're refusing, yes, then they would sign an ROL. And there's an ROL listed in the forms library. You have to go through there. It's optional. Have to go through there and find it. Any other questions? All right, I'll start back up.
Are you sure? You can hit yes. And you can go back and then collect your serial number for your serialized items or your lot number for your lotted items. So if I hit save, I can go back. And then add my serial number. And my item will be marked as delivered.
See that green checkbox, check mark next to the ABN?
And I'm going to do the same thing. You're going to go to the customer tab and the tech tab and complete your sales order. Okay? My next scenario is about using an ABN with a generic item. Okay, make sure it has the right one. Okay, I'm going to let my screen catch up here. I apologize.
All right, so that's the gist, Kim. This is important. You're not that lucky. All right, so this is pretty much it. Does everybody understand the flow? Basically, what happens is when there's an ABN required, the way we used to do it was, just to make sure we got the verbiage correct, when the customer service rep does the sales order in Brightree and it requires an ABN, they fill out the information in Brightree to generate the ABN. Then we email the ABN to you. You get it signed on a PDF. Now it's going to attach to the work order in Apacheta and get pushed into Transport Ace. So you will have, you'll notice, you'll see the ABN box on that order at the very end. Does everybody understand the flow? So you'll only see the ABN when, one, we tell you, and two, it appears on the on Transport Ace.
Right.
But no longer says nothing on the comments for us to get a sign.
It should say it on the comments as well. If they're thorough, I wouldn't necessarily rely on that. Sometimes people forget to put it in the comments, but it will populate as part of your order, and you won't be able to continue through the order unless you get it completed.
No, well, I'm asking. Sometimes I forget about the comments and everything. Get an ABN sign.
You can't forget now. So yeah, you can't forget to not get it signed, because how many times have we sent people back out to get these ABN signed? This takes that off the table.
Yeah.
All right. So it's pretty simple. I mean, you can see where they select option 1, option 2, option 3, and then you saw the steps. It's pretty self-explanatory. Now, will you be a little bumpy when you do your first one? Probably. I can help you. Just call me. I'll remote in where I'll talk you through it. Okay. Any questions about this?
No, sir. No, sir.
No. All right. Pretty simple stuff, but in the long run, it's going to save us man hours by not having to chase paper like we used to. Having it go back out. I had to send Roger out for one just this week. Not his fault necessarily, but it would have been so much nicer if it had been attached to the sales order in Apacheta and it got it done at the same time. That would have saved at least an hour. So, and time is money. And the argument from the patient. So, give me just 1 second, guys. What is that? Okay.
What's up, Johnny?
Okay. So, call Kendall. I mean, I'll see what I know.
How'd you like Deadpool?
All right. Absolutely awesome.
Okay. Move right along. So we're going to cover just now. I sent an email out last week, just so we're clear. We have a lot of money on hold for sales orders that we can't process because serial numbers are incorrect or not noted at all. So I can't stress to you enough. You deliver a bed. Everybody knows what a pain in the rear end delivering a bed is, and then have like 3 different serial numbers on there from Drive. When in doubt, ask before you leave. And I'm going to go one step further. When you're going to set up a bed, take that serial number, and if you're here in Chesapeake, give it to Michael so we can make sure, 1, it's on hand, 2, it's good. And you guys in Charlottesville, give it to Tom, let him check it. Give it to Randy, let him check it. John, if you got a question, call Michael or Randy, give them the serial number, check it. Because if the serial number is good going out, it's not going to hold up the sales order. And secondly, when you deliver that bed, you should take a picture of the serial number and email me the picture. And in the subject line should be, at a bare minimum, the patient's first and last name. We clear on that?
Yes, sir.
Because you don't want to have to go back out there and get that serial number again. I don't want to have to send you. So then it'll save a whole lot, because what happens is they stop the process of processing the sales order. It gets assigned to me, Randy, Michael, whoever. We have to spend time looking at it, figuring out what was wrong with it. Then if we have the picture of the serial number, we can fix it right then. But if we don't, we send you back out there. So I'm going to say this going forward. Please record the serial number with a picture, email it to Michael. And I stress email. Don't text it, but email it, because I need it to be searchable when I go to fix that sales order if the number is wrong. Same thing holds true, not just with beds, concentrators, any serialized item, okay? Be it a suction machine, whatever. Take the picture, email it, patient's first and last name, okay?
All right. Yes, sir.
So it's pretty simple. I mean, it's getting down to the wire where they're going to, if they see repeat offenders, and this is going to be out of my hands because Jerry told other managers that they're allowed to do this. I don't agree with it, but confirmation if they see repeat offenders for missing serial numbers or bad serial numbers, okay, he told them they could write the delivery tech up. Now, I don't agree with that, and I will fight that, but let's not get it to that point. Let's try to be as accurate as possible. I understand people make mistakes every once in a while. That's to be expected, but let's keep our error margin down to the bare minimum. So, again, take the picture, send the email. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Anybody got anything else?
No, sir. I had a question about the option 2
Mhm.
on the ABN. So they're requesting the equipment, but they do not want us to bill it to insurance. How do we collect the payment, update Apacheta, put that in patient notes, and let confirmation know that we've received payment?
Okay. So, good question. If you're collecting the money, okay, let's see if I need to see if I can back this up. Hold on one second here if I can get it back to where it needs to go. All right. You see that little box right there where the cursor is? You see that? A little tiny box? It's like orangish color. That is going to be, that is, you guys have not used it in Charlottesville because you're on my list of people to train, but that is an app called Get Paid HME. All right. When they select option 2 and they need to make a payment, you can tap that box. It will launch from Apacheta Transport Ace into the application, pre-populate in the application the patient's account number, the sales order number, and what you need to collect. Okay.
Awesome.
Yes. So no guesswork. Tap the button, launches into the app, populates it with their info, the sales order info. Also, the amount needs to be collected. Now you can take a check, you can take cash, and you can take a credit card on the spot.
Cool.
All right.
If we could have a situation where it didn't populate a charge for one of the items that we're delivering, how do we know that as we're going through that payment plan that it is in fact paying for the full amount? Say like, there's 3, 4, or 5 items on there. How do we itemize each one and make sure that each one's being billed?
ABN, if it's done correctly in Apacheta, you'll have to fill out an ABN for each item. Okay. And it should show you the dollar amount for each item that's owed. And then when you launch in the Get Paid HME app, it should allow you to see the total for that sales order.
Okay.
All right.
There's a discrepancy.
As it stands now,
supervisor.
Until I get you guys set up on that Get Paid HME app, okay, we're going to have to be firm on getting with the customer service rep and making sure they put a total in the delivery notes section so that you can collect that.
Yeah.
Okay, because let me explain something. Collecting that money, you're collecting your paycheck. Because what you know as well as I do, if the patient's like, oh, just bill me. No, we don't just bill you because nobody ever pays their bill. If you don't get that money at the time of setup, we're never going to get the money. It's going to cost us 3 times the amount of what we're making on that order to go collect it from them, because everybody's got a short memory and nobody wants to pay at the time of service. So I'm telling you this up front: get the money, get the money, get the money. Okay. If they don't want to pay, then they don't get the equipment. If you run into a situation where you're going to have a confrontation, call Michael or myself. All right. You know, we're not sending you out there as the long arm of the collection guy that's going to break your legs or anything like. No, we're asking them to pay for the services that we are providing that their insurance does not cover. Okay. It's pretty simple. If they want those services, all right, then they're going to have to pay. This is a for-profit operation. This is not a, no nonprofit organization. So make sure you get the money. All right.
Yes, sir. We could be hired on as bouncers, though, to be honest.
I'm gonna send Randy out there to collect for people.
Yeah.
I'll just ride on his shoulders.
Yeah.
County Knoxville with the head over his shoulder and then back to it.
All right. That's all I've got. I'll let you know when there's going to be an ABN. They should let me know, and you should see it start popping up in Apacheta Transport Ace. And I'd like to be there in case you had any additional questions. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. That's it for now.
Hey, Craig.
Guess that was Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca.
No, it's not Rebecca.
It's Aaron.
Aaron.
It's distorted. We can't tell.
Oh.
I can't have a meeting.
Everybody wants to be famous for 5 seconds.
I'm famous for 15.
1 subscriber on YouTube.
All right, guys, we're done.
All right.
Have a good day. Bye.